Top 10 tallest players in NBA history. Almost every tall person has thought about playing basketball at least once in their lives. I mean, I'm not even that tall, but I've considered it a few times. Even though height isn't all you need to make it in the NBA, there is no doubt that height gives you an unfair advantage over other players. But the thing with the NBA is that no matter how tall you think you are, there will always be someone taller. In this video, we will be looking at the top 10 tallest players to ever play in the NBA. These guys were so tall that they made other NBA players look like tiny little smurfs, and they didn't even have to jump to dunk. Wonder how they make us ordinary people look. But before we go on, hit the subscribe button and become a part of this fantastic family. All set, let's dive right in. Number 10, Bobin Marjanovic. Standing at 7 feet and 4 inches, this Serbian international is the second tallest player in the NBA. His height is a result of a pituitary gland condition that started when he was a child. By the age of 14, he was already 6 feet and 10 inches tall, taller than his father, who is only 5'9". He started playing in the youth categories for Hemo Farm before his promotion to the first team during the 2005 and 2006 season. After playing in the EuroLeague, Marjanovic was signed to a one-year contract worth $1.2 million by the San Antonio Spurs during the 2015-16 season. After a season with the Spurs, he received a 3-year, $21 million contract from the Detroit Pistons, where he scored a career-high 27 points and 12 rebounds in a game against the Houston Rockets. After spending some time with the LA Clippers and Philadelphia 76ers, Marjanovic currently plays for the Dallas Mavericks.
The flush from the chimney of Kostelak.
The BFG, the big friendly giant.
Number 9, Taco Fall. Fall is currently the tallest active player in the NBA, standing at 7 feet and 5 inches and weighing 311 pounds, which means he's also one of the heaviest. Born and raised in Dakar, Senegal, Fall moved to the United States at the age of 16. He initially had no interest in basketball and played soccer instead, but later developed an interest in the sport. He played college basketball for the University of Central Florida and was one of the most scouted high school centers. When he declared for the 2019 draft, he set the all-time NBA record for the largest wingspan at 8 feet and 2.25 inches, and the highest standing reach at 10 feet 2.5 inches. In the 2019 NBA draft, he was undrafted but was signed to an Exhibit 10 contract in June 2019 by the Boston Celtics. In July, he was officially signed to a two-way contract, which allowed him to play for the Celtics and the Maine Red Claws in the NBA G League.
This kid
And that
and this kid.
Number 8, Sim Bhullar. Gursim Bhullar is the first player of Indian descent and obviously the tallest, at 7 feet and 5 inches. After decommitting from Xavier University in Cincinnati, the Canadian international spent his college career with the New Mexico State Aggies. This was because he wasn't qualified to play immediately, which meant he would have to pay the full tuition fee, which was $42,000 per year. He ended his sophomore year with 10.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 3.4 blocks per 26.3 minutes. He was also a two-time WAC tournament MVP and helped his school reach the NCAA tournament. He declared for the 2014 NBA draft, but was undrafted and joined the Sacramento Kings for the 2014 NBA Summer League. On April 7, 2015, he became the first player of Indian descent to play in an NBA game, after checking in for the final 16.1 seconds of the fourth quarter in a game against the Minnesota Wolves. He currently plays for the Yulon Luxton Dinos of the Taiwanese Super Basketball League. Number 7, Pavel Pac-Coltson. Pavel made his pro career debut in the Russian second division with Lokomotiv Novosibirsk during the 2001-2002 season. Standing at 7 feet and 5 inches, Pavel was the tallest person in the league and still was when the Utah Jazz selected him in the 2004 NBA draft. He was immediately traded to the Dallas Mavericks for a future first-round pick in the 2005 NBA Draft. His height comes from a pituitary disorder called acromegaly, which made him grow excessively tall. He was considered a top pick during the 2004 NBA Draft due to his size and blocking abilities, but unfortunately wasn't. After 6 games with the Mavericks, he was waived in August 2005. He currently plays for the Universitet Ugra Sugert of the Russian Super Basketball League 1. Number 6. Chuck Nevitt. Yet another 7'5" giant. Nevitt is also known as the human victory cigar because of his unbelievable height. He spent 9 years in the NBA after he was selected in the 3rd round of the 1982 NBA Draft by the Houston Rockets. He was part of the Lakers team that won the 1985 NBA championship, making him the tallest player ever to win the NBA championship. He left the Lakers for the Pistons and was on the team's roster that lost to the Lakers in the 1988 NBA Finals. He made a return to the Rockets, played 1 game with the Spurs, and retired from the NBA after appearing in 155 games, spending an average of 5.3 minutes per game. Number 5. Sean Bradley. Born in West Germany, Bradley is a German-American athlete who played for the Philadelphia 76ers, the New Jersey Nets, and the Dallas Mavericks. Sean's 7'6" didn't come from any disorder. Instead, he inherited a rare combination of genes that made him really tall. He is known for his incredible blocking ability and set an NCAA freshman record with an average of 5.2 blocks per game and 177 blocks in 1 season. Bradley finished his career with 8.1 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks in 23.5 minutes per game. Coming up next at number 4, Slavko Vranes. Born in Montenegro and Yugoslavia, Vranes stood at 7'6" and weighed 302 pounds. He was selected 39th overall pick by the New York Knicks in the 2003 NBA Draft and was waived in the same year. In January of the following year, he signed a 10-day contract with the Portland Trail Blazers and played just 1 game with the franchise. He spent the rest of his career in the local leagues in his home country before retiring in 2018. Next at number 3, Yao Ming. Ming is one of the most successful, if not the most successful player on our list today, standing at 7'6". Born in Shanghai, Ming started his pro career with the Shanghai Sharks, playing with the senior team for 5 years and winning the championship, before being selected as the first overall pick in the 2002 NBA Draft by the Houston Rockets. He retired in 2011 after 9 successful years in the NBA with several honors. He was named in the NBA All-Rookie First Team in 2003 and the NBA All-Star Team 8 times. He was also named the FIBA Asian Cup MVP 3 times and finished with an average of 19 points, 9.2 assists, and 1.9 blocks per game. After a series of foot and ankle injuries, Ming was forced to retire and was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2016. Number 2. Manute Bol. Born in Taralai in South Sudan, Bol came from a family of extraordinarily tall people, and his ethnic group is one of the tallest populations in the world. His father was 6'8", while his mother was 6'10". His great-grandfather was even taller, standing at 7'10". He initially played soccer but abandoned the game because he was too tall for it and took up basketball instead. He was scouted by coach Don Feely, who traveled to Sudan to coach the Sudanese national team in 1982 and was convinced to return to the United States with him. He helped the University of Bridgeport qualify for the NCAA Division II men's basketball tournament after averaging 22.5 points, 13.5 rebounds, and 7.1 blocks per game. He declared for the NBA draft in 1985 and was selected 31st overall by the Washington Bullets. He also spent time with the Golden State Warriors, Philadelphia 76ers, and Miami Heat before retiring in 1997. He remains the only player to have blocked more shots than he scored in the NBA and has the highest number of blocks per 48 minutes, 8.6. And finally, at number 1, George Mirasan. Mirasan is the tallest player to ever play in the NBA, at the height of 7 feet and 7 inches. Born in Romania, Murasan's parents were of average height, and his height is a result of a pituitary gland disorder. He started his career at the Université Cluj, winning the national championship in 1992, before moving to the French League, where he won the French League Cup with Pau Orthos during the 1992-93 season. He was selected by the Washington Bullets during the 1993 NBA drafts and spent 7 seasons with the franchise before retiring in 2000 due to several injuries. He currently resides in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey with his wife and 2 sons. And that brings us to the end of our video. Thank you for liking this video, and make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our amazing content. We'll see you soon.